We've got ourselves a fight, ladies!
We're standing toe to toe. I try to mimic my stance with Riggsaw, but he just smirks and stalks after me, right hand cocked to end this fight with a single blow.
I'll end this quickly for you.
I'm not gonna bullshit you and say I'm feeling confident right now. Oi, jackass, it doesn't matter how you're feeling. Get your chin down, your hands up, and just circle around him, alright? His cronies are cheering behind him, but I don't let him get to me. I need to stay focused on the 170 pounds of asshole bent on punching through my face. Alright. Just play smart. He throws a couple of jabs to establish his range, but I keep moving, staying clear out of his reach. A minute passes, but Riggsaw still hasn't been able to learn anything. I can see the experienced boxer is getting frustrated, but he's not deviating from his game plan. Unfortunately, his boys aren't so patient, nor with my elusive strategy. One of them tries to punch me in the back of the head.
Stop being such a...
Before his strike can land, he's face down on the ground. His ghost just kicked in. I just ducked and threw an uppercut. Fuck, man, I think his tongue was still between his teeth because he's spitting blood.
Stay out of this, Hank! This is my fight! Looks like you know a little boxing. Doesn't matter, mate. You're still gonna be swallowing blood by the time I'm through with you.
He snarls, advancing towards me, but this time, I let him come in range. Fuck, I've never been able to punch like that before. I guess that Frankie's boxing manual really helped, huh? He throws a right hook, left uppercut combo. The ghost kicks in, and the next thing I know, I've expertly dodged it and countered with a hard straight. Shit! He looks dazed, but he presses on. He throws longer and more intricate combinations, but Ghost stays true, always letting my fist end each exchange. Although my punches aren't as powerful, I can see I'm dented him. His nose is bleeding, his left eye is swollen up. However, the toll Ghost is grinding out of me keeps me from getting too confident. Fuck, man, I'm breathing heavy, utterly exhausted. Every time we throw down, my stamina cuts drastically, and in my weakened condition, I don't know how long I can stay in this fight. Even if I outstrike him, I'm still gonna pass out from exhaustion, and that means he fucking wins. Damn, Daisuke can see this. He's screaming.
Come on, Theo. You've got him hurt. Finish him off.
Come on, Theo. Come on.
Woo, punch his head off.
Come on, Theo.
I'm not gonna say I'm having some golden never say die moment where I dig deep. Fuck, man, I've been doing that since the bell rang. My friends cheering is definitely bringing something into perspective. If I'm gonna last, I need to stop counter-striking and get on the attack. I duck down and start going toe-to-toe with Riggsaw. He's throwing heavy shots and I'm eating them, responding with combos of my own. Although Riggsa's punches hurt like a motherfucker, that's okay. I can take punches. I've taken a shot before. The real fucking danger right now is this one-shot knockout. Damn, man, that's something you can only learn through endless hours of grinding in the gym. And unfortunately, that is not something Ghost can mimic. I'm still landing more punches, but the open sensation grazing my skull tells me he's doing more damage. My hands are going numb, but I keep throwing them. Everything's going dark, but I keep punching. I'm almost at my limit. Suddenly, I land an uppercut straight power hook, causing him to slump to his knees. Oh shit, go! He hasn't been knocked out, but the fight's clearly not over. But if I keep using Ghost like this, I could die. Theo, this fight was about proving to Daisuke that I can learn to strike. I'm pretty sure that's mission accomplished, so I need to finish Riggsaw off right now, however I can. Now, we both know you don't have his knockout power, but he doesn't have our BJJ. Go. Jump on his back and let Ghost take over. Tightly wrapping my legs around his waist, I snake my right arm around his throat and squeeze. Everything starts flashing black. Ghost is at its limit, but I forced myself to hold on. My bicep feels like it's gonna pop. My muscles are screaming in protest. My pounding heart is drilling a hole through my chest. Unable to bear the vice around his stomach or the rear naked choke suffocating him, Riggsa's hand slaps the floor. It's over. He tapped. This is over. I let him go and roll onto my back, gasping for breath. Mia's screaming with delight. She's rushing over to congratulate me. Something punched me in the side of the head. Suddenly, everything goes dark.
I wish I was a rock star living in LA, driving in my fast.
Hey, this is Linda from Half-Lives and you're listening to SOB.
Pleasantly warm sand soothed my back. I'm on a pristine white sand beach. The cloudless sky merges indistinguishably on the horizon with an equally blue sea.
I prefer Wednesday. Oh well, it's your dream.
Friend. Hey man, how you holding up? The last time I saw him, man, he looked like he'd been passed through a cheese grater just to save my ass.
Much better. I'm impressed you were able to make it to Bryce all by yourself. I wanted to help out, but you know I couldn't.
Oh no, man, don't worry about that. You've done a lot for me already. Hey, what happened? If you're here, that means I'm asleep.
One of Ryko's goons kicked you in the head, knocking you out cold. But Daisuke stepped in and fought them off.
Oh, really? Damn. I know Daisuke was raised learning kendo, but I didn't think he was that good.
Oh yes, that boy is quite the swordsman. He's easily the best for his age. Maybe even the best at any. Anyway, he and the other two dragged you off to the hospital so you could recover. You almost didn't get admitted because of the killings in the mosh pit, but they were able to squeeze you in.
All those people got killed in the mosh pit? Daisuke and I were just there last night. Fuck. Jeez, imagine if the murder was just a couple of hours early. Which reminds me, friend, I saw him. Shit, dude, remember the guy I was talking about at the Crone Square? He followed me, man. I saw him in Bryce. He's here.
I knew it! Damn! I've been doing a background check on this guy, Theo. You were right. This guy is very, very dangerous. Maven Huge, a disgruntled ex-cop.
Cop? Okay, I know the cops are crooked, but they can't possibly be this savage. Right?
Yes, he was head of the Special Interrogation Unit.
Special Interrogation Unit?
It's a fancy title for torture specialists. About 3 years ago, he had a mental breakdown and got kicked off the force. Since he doesn't have any friends or family I know of, he's been off anybody's grid ever since.
So why is a disgruntled ex-cop tailing me? Friend stops pacing, sighs, and looks at me.
Do you know how Maven Huge got to be the head of the Special Interrogation Unit?
No.
He was the one who caught and imprisoned Ashido in Borstal Penitentiary.
What? The sky is suddenly overcast, dark with black clouds in the form of my monstrous nemesis. Hughes through Ashido and Borstal?
About 10 years ago. As to why he's following you or killing so many people, I don't know.
My eyes are fixed on the terrifying cloud pattern. It's so lifelike, man, menacingly snapping its metallic jaws at me. Maybe Hughes wants to catch Ashido again? Shit, man, the sheer gravity of this conversation is making me tremble. Maybe Hughes knows. Maybe he knows Ashido wants me. So he's killing people and using the chum to lure Ashido into a trap?
I thought about that. Huge was killing before Ashido escaped Borstal. Remember Crone Square? It also doesn't explain why he would go after Kyle Sillin, or you, for that matter. There has to be another reason.
He looks at me and gives me a sympathetic pat on the shoulder.
Don't worry though, Ashido's nowhere near Bryce. He lost just sent a week ago. Anyway, I arranged for a 5 million Grail bounty on his heads. Although it doesn't expect anyone to actually hunt him down, he's going to have his hand full for a while. As for Maven Huge, I think he's going to be lying low for a while. Regents have heard about the massacre on Bryce and have sent a team to investigate.
Clouds start to dissipate, and cracks of sunshine start to come through.
Oh, and no, Theo, fortunately he's not one of my aides. See? You're feeling better already.
As the sky begins to get slightly more bright, Friend tries to switch the subject to something more cheery.
So I guess you found out about the tickets then?
Yeah, that's definitely not cheery. 100 million each Friend, I have no idea how to raise that kind of money.
But you already started.
What, you mean fighting?
From what I saw, you got some real talent. You beat an experienced boxer while you were sick with only a couple of hours of preparation. Imagine what you could do with months of hard training.
Honestly, man, I don't even know why I've been pressing Daisuke to manage me. I mean, I don't even think there's much money to be made, fighting.
Ever heard of Bronson's baddest tournament?
Yeah, actually, come to think of it. The dude at the Gangnam FC finals said something about it. Raphael Jacques is supposed to be in it, right?
He, along with 15 other fighters, are going to be competing over the 15 million Grail prize.
50 mil... Jesus. Jeez. Fuck, that's a lot of money, but still not enough, though. I need 300 million for Ayame, Yomi, and me. Shit, and I'll probably have to cut Daisuke something if he's gonna manage me, right?
Trust me, Daisuke is a clever young man. If you can get into that tournament and win it, he'll make sure you get to reach your goal.
Really?
Trust me. Oh, and I almost forgot. Don't fall in love.
What the fuck? Hey, friend. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me, but I think of you more as a buddy, like a very ugly buddy, the sort you hide and not show to your other buddies.
Very funny. I mean your new girlfriend.
Oh, you mean Mia?
Yes, I don't think it...
She's not my girlfriend. No, that was way too loud.
What about the time you kissed her?
When did I kiss her? No, is he top fuck? That was snorkeling. That wasn't fucking kissing. That was fucking snorkeling.
You already know what I'm talking about.
How the fuck does this guy know everything? Oh, that. Yeah, I was just making sure she wouldn't drown. I mean, I was lost without her.
If I recall correctly, it was you who had the idea to follow the lake until you reached Bryce.
Yeah, but that did not occur to me until after I'd saved her, so...
So why didn't you leave her afterwards? When it became clear that she would only be a burden to you and probably cost you your life?
Okay, I don't... I don't know. Alright? I don't know. There's just a lot going on, and I really didn't think I was gonna make it. And, just didn't want to be alone, But it's not because I like her or anything. That's
Fine. No need to get worked up.
I'm not getting worked up.
Theo, I'm on your side. Always have been.
Yeah, I know.
Hypothetically, let's say you fall for Mia. If you raise the 300 million, would you be able to leave her behind in the octagon? 300 million is a lot of money, and in chasing that, you may lose the money you need to save those you already love. Would you sacrifice Ayame or Yomi's safety for Mia?
Never.
Would you even risk it?
Never. Her nods approvingly, and looks in the distance and sighs. A colossal wave is barreling towards us.
It's been nice chatting with you. I'm glad you're safe. But it's time to go.
The foamy turquoise mountain is almost upon us.
You're waking up now. Be well, Theo.
The mountain of surf crashes over me. Everything goes murky green. The water's rippled texture mellows to a smoother grain. It's not water anymore. I'm staring up at the hospital's dirty turquoise ceiling, once again clothed in a paper apron. Aside from a throbbing temple and a couple of severely bruised knuckles, I'm fine. I glance around, anticipating the agonizing moans of the countless Hues victimized in the mosh pit. But everything's deathly quiet. Despite the empty beds, the sheets and floors are still stained red. I guess not many people survived, huh? Damn. What the hell is he?
You're up, dear.
Nurse Trollope exclaims, bustling over to me. The poor woman looks completely frazzled. Her face is stained with the blood of those she's tried to save. With the gloom in her eyes, weeps her failure to do so.
I was so worried when I saw you come in. Thank heaven someone's okay.
Taking care to avoid the bruise, she places her palm on my forehead.
No fever? Do you feel nauseous?
Nah, Ghost is gonna be done fucking with me. I'm fine now, Miss Trollope. I smile at her, but she looks unconvinced.
You came in a nasty condition just a couple of hours ago. Why don't you stay here a while? Just in case? We've got plenty of beds this time, so Nurse Ingrid shouldn't give you any trouble.
Her laugh. I can sense the hollowness in her voice. I guess it really was probably one of her roughest days. Now I need to get back to my friends real quick. They might be worried.
They were, but it was well past visiting hours and we had our hands full. I'll get your clothes.
Poor woman. She's had a rough day. Shit, I expect everyone at the hospital has. Better to give her one less person to worry about. As I walk away, I realize I feel something I can't shake off. This slight sense of excitement that's nudging me onwards. If Daisuke agrees to manage me, I'll finally be making some headway on this crazy escape the Octagon plan. His friend seems to think so. I look up at the clock and... Oh, god damn it! It's 3 p.m. already. Fuck me, man. I've been in bed for a full day.
Here you go, dear.
Drob hands me some unrecognizably clean clothes.
You can change behind here.
As I walk down the hospital steps, you can sense the gloom in the air. The street crowd is a meager fraction before Hughes' attack, and an eerie gloom has descended upon Bryce. Despite friends' reassurances, I'm still scared Hughes is stalking me, waiting for the right moment to...
Theo!
I glance back and see Park. He's just come out of the hospital.
I heard you were in the hospital. You weren't one of the victims in the mosh pit, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that, sir. I just had a really bad cold and they were just checking me in for a bit.
It must have been a damn nasty one to give you all those bruises.
Park raises his eyebrows, but before I can start to defend myself, he laughs it off.
Boys fight. It's part of being young. So how are you feeling now, anyway?
Still a little tired, but a little more sleep will fix that. What about yourself, sir? Are you ill?
Me? I was just visiting a couple of students.
Are they gonna be alright? But I've already anticipated the answer. He shakes his head, wiping his glasses.
They were caught up in the mosh pit incident. Mr. Rupert J. and Miss Emma Fisher will no longer...
Deepest condolences, sir. I'm very sorry. For some reason, I get the feeling he blames himself. Shit, I know saying something cliche like they're in a better place or something is just gonna make him feel worse, so I just stick with something even more cliche. You shouldn't blame yourself, sir. There's nothing you could have done.
I was always raised to believe that a father and teacher have the same rights, as well as the same responsibilities. Just how they should be treated with utmost respect, they should also treat their children with care. I know most of the kids call me old-fashioned, and my methods harsh, but I genuinely care about my students. It's my duty to protect them.
Wow. Well, this guy is old school. But his sincerity seems true, so I'm not gonna disrespect him by questioning it. Do you know how many people got caught up in the mosh pit?
Well over 300.
Any survivors? Does anybody know who was behind this?
When the cleaners found the place, there was nothing but death everywhere. Nothing living remained. They tried to get some people to the hospital, but Nurse Trollope just told me nobody survived. Whoever the killer was, he vanished as soon as he appeared. And since the trains are back online, he could be anywhere. Anyway, that's good news for you, isn't it?
What do you mean?
The trains. They're back online, so you can go back home now.
Oh, yeah. About that, I think I'm gonna be staying in Bryce a little bit longer.
Oh, what's brought on this sudden change of mind? An affair of the heart, perhaps?
No, nothing. Definitely nothing like that. I was hoping to put some money together before I go back home, you know.
Oh, got any jobs in mind?
Yeah, I was thinking about fighting on the local circuit.
I never pegged you for the type.
To be honest, sir, me neither. But, do what you gotta do, right?
Do what you have to do. So where will you be staying during your stay?
It's a good question. Haven't really given it much thought. It looks like I'm probably gonna be stuck here for a little while, so I can't move in with Daisuke. Shit, man, he's already got 2 people cramped in that small shoebox cave of his. I don't know. I guess I'll probably just try to find myself a cheap apartment or something like that.
Well, if you want, I own an apartment building near my classroom. I can rent you out a room for a good price.
We're headed the same way, so we keep on walking together. I guess on a night like tonight, I wouldn't want to be walking alone either. Park describes the flat, trying to take our minds off the faint red still lingering on the glistening and sudded cobblestone. I don't know if the deprecation with which he talks about the flat is honesty about how crap it is, or whether he's just trying to invite a little humor to our company. But I guess on a night like tonight, I'm not gonna complain.
It's not luxury by any means, but it's the best deal you'll get for that price. Ask around to find something better. I don't want you to think I've cheated you into a crappy room.
I'm sure you won't have. I'll sleep on it and let you know. Speaking of which, what brought you to Bryce in the first place? Educating the fine minds of this institution? A couple of hungover students are throwing up into a sewer. Or was it the ripe real estate opportunities? Sewer overflows, carrying out the contents of the students' bowels onto the streets. Park laughs as we both step onto the curb.
No, I came here to study history.
History? I didn't think Bryce had any.
In terms of the Regent's approved curriculum, Bryce is insignificant in anything that's happened since the Octagon's formation. However, this city was carved out before this prison's construction.
He glances at the shanty shit all over the rubbly ruins.
This place was some sort of temple.
Temple? Temple to what? Now I know you guys might not expect this from how well spoken I am, but believe it or not, I'm not a big reader. But I'd be lying if I said that my curiosity right now weren't aroused. Park gestures up at the massive cavern ceilings.
What do you see?
Nothing but cracked rocks.
Are you sure those are cracks?
Maybe... No. They look more like carvings. I frown, squinting through the darkness. Park grabs my shoulders and turns me counterclockwise.
Now what do you see?
No!
You see it?
Is that the regalia? But he's just a myth.
That depends on which Yagura you're talking about.
What do you mean?
Well, let me ask you. Who is Yagura to you?
Okay, well, he's supposed to be some great magical being who's controlling all the regions.
Exactly. So why did the people of Rogan's kingdom fear him at a time when there was no regents?
I'm speechless, completely stunned. He's right, that's a fucking great fucking point. Yagura's authority comes from his control over the regions. So why was he feared in a time when there were none? He was feared?
Considered to be the devil himself. The literature suggests many things. That he's a pseudo-divine entity trying to invade our plane.
Plane? Whatever opinion Park has of me, it's probably gonna go down. He rolls his eyes, amused.
You should reconsider enrolling in something. Plane as in plane of existence. World. Realm. Obviously, I don't believe any of it. However, you can't deny how fanciful it can get.
But how can he enter our realm?
I seem to have sparked an interest, it seems.
Well, it's definitely much better than all that modern stuff you teach in class.
I'll definitely agree with you there. So, to answer your question, I'm not exactly sure. I have literally pored through hundreds of scripts, but they're so obscure they might as well not say anything. However, from whatever little I can gather, Yagura has sent sinners who he manipulates to do his bidding. Aside from the jester, none of them pledge any allegiance to him or his cause, whatever that may be. But this sinner, the jester, he is the catalyst, the one to trigger bringing Yagura into our plane and trigger deathmatch. And when that happens...
When that happens, what?
I don't know.
For fuck's sake.
I know, pretty anticlimactic. But that's as far as I've gotten so far.
Well, I guess we'll find out when he finally crosses over, huh?
I guess so. Well, I'm headed this way.
I point towards the opposite facing street. And I'm that way, sir. I guess I'll see you around, Professor Park. And I'll definitely let you know about that apartment.
I look forward to it.
Bids me farewell and walks off towards evening classes. I turn around and start to trudge back home. I mean, Daisuke's home. That Park cat, man, he's actually a pretty cool guy. He's definitely taken my mind off use. Still, there's no way in hell I'm going back to his class. Jeez, I know we seemed cool, but the image of what he did to that Heath prick still makes me...